Hi, and welcome to another episode of Slackpunk TV. This week we're doing the 10 things that chap my ass about photography. So let's just jump right in there. What do you say? All right, number 10, GWCs, guys with cams. You know who you are, you dirty, dirty, dirty guys. You're the assholes that like to use your camera to seduce and lure young, unsuspecting women back to your studio so that you can do the artistic nude portrait shoot. Pretty sad indeed. I mean, really. Especially you old guys that go after the girls under 18. I mean, really, that's just sick. I mean, I just read a story this week. Some asshole in Cary, 42, trying to lure some 16-year-old into doing a nude shoot. Luckily, her mom caught him, told the police, and they arrested his ass, so he's in jail where he belongs. But for you other guys out there, you shady creeper pervy types that haven't been busted yet, do us a favor, put your camera down and go drive into a lake and just be done. All right? We all really would appreciate it. All right? Okay, number 9, watermarks. This one's not too bad a thing. I mean, it's just my own personal opinion. I think watermarks are ridiculous. They don't do anything to enhance the image. I think it actually takes away from the image. It doesn't really do anything to deter people from, stealing your work. I mean, they're going to do it regardless. I mean, anybody that can use Photoshop can remove a watermark. I mean, it's not that hard. So, I mean, for myself personally, I'd just rather upload a lower res image. That's not going to stop it either. That's my point. You can't stop it. It's going to happen. The best thing we can do is watch out for each other. When you see somebody's work getting ripped off the channel, let them know so that they can take the proper channels and whatnot. All right, number 8, $30 shooters. Okay, this one I'm kind of on the fence about. I mean, I realize everybody, would like to make money doing what we're doing. I know I would. Occasionally I get lucky. I get a few paid shoots here and there throughout the month. Right now it's just supplementing my income from my real job. So I'm lucky to get that. But you got to start somewhere, I understand. But the thing that gets me is, $30 is like really, really cheap. And there are people out there that are going to pay it all day. But you're kind of hurting everybody else that's trying to make a legitimate living doing this, because there's no way we can compete with that. Granted, you get what you pay for, and they are better photographers than what you might be. But still, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's really hard to, I haven't quite put my finger up on it yet, but I know it chaps my ass. Maybe some of you out there agree with me, maybe you don't. I would really like to hear everybody's opinion and thoughts on it, so please feel free to leave a comment on the subject. That's number 8, $30 shooters. I'd kind of like to know where everybody stands. Number 7, Uncle Bob's. Now, you guys are just plain annoying, okay? I'm being paid to shoot an event, a wedding, a party, whatever. Every time I go to take my shot, here you come, boom, right in the way, crossing into my frame. You think because you got the newest Nikon or Canon that all of a sudden you're now Herb Ritz, or Richard Avedon. You're not. If they wanted you to do what I'm doing, they would have hired you. But obviously, they're not that impressed with your work, so they've come to me. So do me the courtesy and just get out of my way. Don't try to cut me off. And the same goes with some of you videographers too, because I mean, I know photographers and videographers, we get heads up, I've seen plenty of videographers though, just barge right in like they own the place. I understand you've got a job to do too, but let's try to work together. Come up with a game plan or something. That's just me. Number 6, expecting shoots for free. Now this one usually happens when I'm on Facebook and I get a message, hey, just saw your site. I think your work's awesome. Would love to shoot with you. I think you got really good ideas. I like your vision. I like your style. Thank you. I appreciate the compliments. But when I reply back, yeah, I would love to shoot with you, Here's my prices. Let's try to work something out. I'll try to accommodate any budget. And all of a sudden you disappear off the face of the earth and never be heard from again. I mean, what's up with that? I'm just trying to make a living like anybody else. I don't come to your job and expect free stuff. I don't go, if say you work at the movie theater, I'm not coming up to you going, hey, I think you're really cool. I love how you live and everything. How about hooking me up with some tickets? What? I gotta pay? Oh, never mind. I mean, it's the same kind of thing. You were a car dealership. I wouldn't come asking for a free car. You had a restaurant, I wouldn't come asking for free food. Because I know you're trying to get by and survive just like everybody else. That's all I'm trying to do. So when I tell you, don't get offended and don't cop an attitude. That I'm sorry, I don't shoot for free, I charge. And certainly don't go running your mouth to people saying, that guy's an asshole. What's being an asshole about trying to make a living? I don't think there is, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, knock it off. It's not cool. That being said, now there are the occasional trade for time shoots that I've done in which I've seen somebody I think will be a benefit to my portfolio, so I'll shoot you for free. We'll both put the time in and try to make something happen. That's cool. What's not cool is after I've shot you for free and you come back to me saying, hey, I need these images on a CD, or I want all the images, or I need you to edit the 50 plus images you took. That's not the way it works, because at that point I'm working. If I'm working, I expect to get paid. So when I come and tell you, sure, I'll put it on the CD for you, or yeah, I'll edit these 50 images, and I tell you, but it's going to cost you, don't cop an attitude with me, because all of a sudden you've now got to pay. You get 5 images for free with an edit. That's it. Anything outside of that, I want to get paid. And chip in for gas too, especially if I'm the one doing it. But that's just point. Number 4, insecure boyfriends. Now ladies, look, I want you to bring your boyfriends. You don't have a boyfriend, I want you to bring your friend, relative, whoever. If it's the first time you and I are shooting together, I want you to have somebody there because I want you to feel comfortable. It makes me feel comfortable too, because we're all just being comfortable together making art. So, your boyfriends, when you come, drop the attitudes. Quit being so insecure. We know you got a hot girlfriend. Nobody's trying to take her from you. So there's no need to be an asshole. What you could do is hold this reflector and help me out. Hold a light so the wind doesn't blow it over. We're shooting outside. That'd be cool. And a lot of you guys do that, but occasionally you get the one, who just thinks he's tough shit and hot shit, and he's Mr. Badass, that's his woman. Don't you look at my woman this way. Those are the guys. Don't need the attitude, just drop it at home. And if you're that concerned about your girlfriend running around on you, maybe you need to look in the mirror and ask what you're doing wrong. I'm just saying. Little Dr. Phil stuff for you there, people. All right, number 3, clients that chimp. Chimpers. Not the worst thing. Minimal ass chapping going on with that one. Usually what chimping is we start off a shoot, I show you the image just so you kind of get a feel of what we're going and what we're looking at. But then after every time you hear the shutter click, you want to see it. That's chimping, and that's annoying, because if I'm shooting with you, I've pretty much dedicated a certain amount of time, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever. And if you have to look at every single shot, you're going past that time. You're slowing me down. And that's affecting my time and money, and that's not cool. I don't mind showing you a few throughout the shoot, but just don't ask to see every single one. I'm gonna make you look good. You're gonna make you look good. We're gonna work together. We're gonna do something great. Just relax and have fun. Number 2, MWAs, models with attitude. Now, luckily, I haven't ran into too many of these. Most of the women I shoot with are pretty cool. Excuse me. Some of you, though, just think you're hot shit. You're the next Kate Moss. Well, I got news for you. If you were Kate Moss, you wouldn't be in Greensboro, North Carolina. You wouldn't be shooting with me. You'd be in New York, LA, shooting one of those Vogue photographers, or H&M or whatever, the trendy magazines. That pervert Terry Richardson, you'd probably be shooting with him if you were hot shit. But the reality is, you're in the triad. We're not the mecca of the fashion industry. A lot of us that are doing this are pretty much doing it as a hobby, trying to create something unique, play around, have fun with it, occasionally make a buck here or there, but this ain't the mecca of the fashion industry, so just leave the attitude at the door. But for you girls that are humble, keep it up, you're pretty cool. Number one, now this, drum roll, this is the number one thing that chaps my ass. And that's the flake, or AKA the no-show. You go through the trouble of setting up a shoot, excuse me, you talk weeks, months, planning, whatnot, the day comes and bam, they don't show up. They don't call, they don't text, they don't email, they don't send a freaking smoke signal, they don't do anything. They just, you never hear from them. And that is totally messed up and not cool. It doesn't take but a minute to pick up the phone and say, hey, look, something's come up, I can't make it. Or something's come up, I'm running, 15, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever. Doesn't take nothing to pick up the phone and text. Don't do it while driving though, it's against the law. It's called being polite and courteous. And I'm starting to see a trend here where more and more people are flaking out at the last minute, and it's not cool. And if you keep doing it, nobody's going to want to shoot with you. Nobody's going to want to work with you. Everybody's going to tell you to piss off because it's unprofessional. So that's the number one thing that chaps my ass. I'd really like to know what chaps your guys' ass, so feel free to email me, leave a comment, whatever, tell me. Maybe I'll do an episode about it. Maybe I'll invite you to come here and you can tell the world what chaps your ass. I don't know. This whole thing's kind of a work in progress. I'm not really sure where it's going or what's going to happen, but it helps kill the time and gives me something to do. So anyway, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll tune into the next one whenever I get that one up. But make sure to like, subscribe, and if you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Slack Punk Photography. And all right, thanks a lot. Peace out.